Hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to make Dalgona coffee paleo style or keto. So you have just three basic ingredients here. Instant coffee granules. I like to use a mild coffee brand like Nescafe because 1 tablespoon is pretty, high quantity for 1 cup or for one person. So, unless you are like a strong coffee fan, use a mild version. And I'm adding 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar. You can also use 1 tablespoon of monk fruit granulated sugar for keto version. And then add 1 tablespoon of hot water. I like to use hot water because that makes it a little bit easier to whip. Now, yes, I do recommend using an electric mixer because this takes a long time to whip. Even with the electric mixer, it's going to take me about 3 to 4 minutes to get that creamy consistency that you need. So, yeah, I definitely won't recommend doing it manually with the whisk because it's going to take you anywhere between 10 to 12 minutes. Now, the thing to notice here, to observe here is see that how the color of this mixture is going to change slowly. So initially it's very, very dark to begin with, and then as it gets fluffier, uh, and as you keep whipping it, the color and the texture changes. So the color becomes less brown and becomes like a lighter color, although it's still liquidy now. So you have to keep going until you get like a creamy texture, and which kind of when you spoon it, it stays in the spoon, like like a whipped cream kind of texture. So you have to keep going. I think I'm here at the 3 minute mark now, and I'm keeping on going because I just want it to be a little more creamy. And yeah, there you go. Just make sure you're kind of moving the whisk around everywhere in your bowl because you have very little quantity to begin with, right? We're just making this for one person, so it's like 1 tablespoon kind of quantity there. So you have to kind of, first of all, use like a small bowl like I'm using here, and then make sure you're mixing it completely. You're making sure that incorporate everything. See, you can see it's almost done here now. So it's like, as you can see, getting really creamy. That's perfect. Now, how do I like to have it? I like to have it iced. So I have coconut milk here that I have, from a can, organic canned unsweetened coconut milk. I just, mixed it well so that there's no separation of that coconut. And then I'm adding a teaspoon of maple syrup here. And that's only because I find the coffee flavor to be intense in the top, whipped cream layer that we just made. So adding a little bit of sweetness to the milk helps to balance that bitter flavor. Uh, However, if you are really a fan of, bitter coffee, then you don't need to add that sweetener. And really, this part is all about having like a, beautiful presentation. I think that's what's beautiful about this coffee. It's really about the presentation. That's what got me into trying this. I mean, all the pictures on Instagram were like mind blowing. I had to, try and make a paleo version of it for myself. So, basically I would say use any kind of tall serving glass and then layer it up. And I say tall because I'll show you in a minute why. Um, but basically, yeah, just kind of use up all the cream and layer it well. So this is the iced version, right? We've added ice into the coconut milk. So this is my Dalgona coffee. And how do you drink it? Some people like to put a straw into it and then just kind of, take both the layers in together. But and you can't just, it's really bitter. So let me warn you, the top portion is really bitter, so you can't really have it just like that, although it looks so attractive. What you could do is you could add a little bit more sugar when you're doing the top layer. In the recipe that I said, 1 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon, you could add 1.5 tablespoon of the coconut sugar or the monk fruit sweetener, whatever you're adding, and then this will be a little bit sweeter. And as you I also added some maple syrup into the coconut milk, so that helps. But of course, if you're a strong espresso fan, then maybe this strong coffee is your thing. So, but it's really delicious if you do it the right way, according to me, right? So what you do is you mix a spoon into it and give it a nice mix. You're mixing everything completely. You have your ice cubes. Actually, I'll add a couple more. I think this is the first time that I have started to really like cold coffee, because I would normally be not a big fan of cold coffee, but in this case, yes, I think Dalgona tastes best when you have it cold, according to me. Again, you could have your own preference. So you could just do this with hot milk, but I would encourage you to put more hot milk than the half cup that I added, because I'm adding a lot of ice. So if you're adding hot or warm milk, coconut milk or almond milk or any other paleo friendly milk, you need to add at least maybe 3/4 cup or even 1 cup, and then mix it with this. And now that we have everything mixed, let's see how it tastes. It's still very strong, but it's good. The richness of that top layer, along with the coconut sugar and everything, it's like really caramelly, and so it's really delicious. But I like it really cold, so if it's a warm day, be sure add in a lot of ice, because that's what makes it really delicious. All right, I hope you try this recipe. Let me know how you like it. See, this is why I said use a bigger glass. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and also visit cooktonourish.com for more recipes.